My name is Taiwan Lee. I am 39. I am from the west side of Chicago. I have 6 children, 5 living, 1 deceased. Keon Boyd was my second oldest. He was killed when he was 18. It's hard raising kids in Chicago because you just never know if they're gonna go and come back home. You never know.
It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
My name is Clifton McFowler Jr., but everyone calls me Booney. I'm a street intervention specialist. What that consists of is me going to the community, engaging the youth exactly where they're at. If they're on the corners, I'm on the corners. If they're hanging out in the hallways, I'm in the hallways. Wherever they're at, I engage them and to get them to convert their life from being in the streets to doing something positive and constructive for the community. I moved over here in 1968. When we moved over here, this was an upper middle class community. I went to prison in 1984 and come home in 2009. In the course of the 27 years I was in prison, the epidemic hit, the drug epidemic hit. Now we faced with the other epidemic, which is the violence. In 1972, me and a few more brothers, we started a street gang in this area here, the South Austin community. Of not knowing 40 years later that it would still be in existence and it'd be causing the mayhem that it's causing in my community now. And I guess that's another reason why I fight so hard for the reconstruction of my community, because I was such a part of the destruction.
We're here at the Austin community, right here at Friendship Baptist Church on Laramie and Jackson. And so basically we're doing a community pop-up. We have a bunch of activities like music, we have food, we have a lot of other like board games and a lot of fun activities for the whole entire family. We're doing it at this spot because this is a spot, unfortunately, where there's been a lot of violence. There's been some shootings. Our job is to come here and just try to do whatever we can to stop some of this violence.
With this particular event, which is the holiday weekend for Memorial Day, we would like to try to keep our shootings and our violence low to none. And by having this community collective event, we're trying to empower the community, giving them information on how to reduce crime within the Austin community.
you know, we're blessed to have a police department, 15th District, that really believes in the work that we do. So we do a lot of collaborating with them, and so they support our programming. And it's important because the perception, a lot of the young people on the streets, they have a perception that the police are all bad, or they're all against them. And so, you know, they're showing us that, you know, the community, that they're not. They're actually on their side.
God bless you, man.
Thank you for coming to the West Side. Thank you. I've been here all day. I'm here tonight. Okay.
Come on, let's give it up for our mayor.
The spirit and enthusiasm that you are exhibiting here at this event is infectious. We need to take this and spread it all over the West Side. If we make a difference here in this neighborhood, in Austin, this will have a ripple effect across the city. And not only that, we will be a model for the nation on how a community came together, all of the partners, not just the police, not just the faith community, not just the people on the ground doing the hard work of bringing neighbors together, stopping the retaliation, but all of us together making a difference in our community. They'll be writing the story of Austin for years to come. That's the goal that we should aspire to. So let's have fun, let's have a safe weekend, let's have a safe summer, and let's keep working hard to bring Austin back. Thank you.
Thanks, Commander. Thank you.
And now the DJ needs to play us a song.
Get it, DJ.
Clifton.
That shooting yesterday on 1 Yes. That was a targeted shooting.
I don't really have any updates. Just basically trying to mentally get myself prepared for the summer, man. I think it's gonna be a long one.
We was gonna have that pop-up today in K-Town, man, but that's a no-go. Yesterday, they shot this brother up there. We're gonna be hearing some stuff from out that neighborhood here real soon, man. And it's crazy because...
Did the guy that got hit, is he alive?
He's alive. He's in intensive care. He's in Mount Sinai.
The lady we on our way to see is a community member that lost a son due to the gun violence. And we came in with the resources to help her out. We had a parade for her. We had did all kind of charity events for her. And therapeutical support, financially supported. We did everything that we can do to help her go through the trauma that she's going through of losing a son to the streets and violence.
It was July 26th, early afternoon. He was with some friends. They was going to play ball. They was meeting with some more boys to go play ball at a local park, Moore Park. 3 kids got shot. My son, 2 more other children got shot. And my son was the only one who was killed. What is our solution as citizens in this community? What do we think that can help curb the gun violence? It won't stop all violence, but at least it will slow it down. It will bring some peace to our community. Because I'm not the only one in Chicago hurting. build, they did my son a Stop the Violence parade, and it was very successful. They've been helping me out from time to time. If I call them, they will help me. I didn't meet Booney until after this happened, and he knew my son very well from playing in the neighborhood.
He came to build on, because you know we do hoops in the hood, and like she said, he liked the basketball. And majority of all these babies, man, if you get to the root, and she was saying the root of this problem, the root of our whole is poverty, man. So our babies, we can't afford them in other communities to have safe places where they can go and enjoy and do stuff that kids do. Basketball, baseball, football, all that stuff should be in this community where I live in, because we got kids, they gotta leave our community to go somewhere else to do these activities. But with Bill, we bringing these things back to the community.
A lot of the basketball courts, they've taken them down because they're gang infested, you know? So they can't hoop. The only thing they can do is pretty much hang out at the parks, you know? And along with that, you know, they kind of get steered into like the miles or whatever, you know? So we're gonna be alternating from Humboldt Park to Austin. So we just go on certain blocks, there are hot blocks, set up basketball rims, the grill, waters, chips, hot dogs, music, the jumpy houses, and just give out a positive message. Let the people know we're out there trying to stop the violence. Of course, you can make fast money in the streets, right? But fast money doesn't last long, you know? And of course, you're gonna catch a case, or worse, you're a target standing on the corner, because the opposition is gonna ride by and they're gonna shoot you, you know, just like it's happening every day, you know? And so with these programs, they get to hang out and then they get paid for it, you know? So it's just building them up, you know? So it's pretty important having these programs.
Sports always find a way of bringing people together, no matter what it is. It can be softball, it can be baseball, football, basketball, indoor hockey, rugby. Like, it don't really matter. Like, the program's always is designed to bring kids together, and that's what we do. We go to numerous neighborhoods where it's like a sports drought, or where kids mostly be outside in the hood, and we just take them and just tell them it's opportunities where you can relax. It's opportunities where you can breathe, knowing that you don't always have to look over your shoulder. And it's just a good way of bringing people together. You don't really have to be in the game for something to happen. You can just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Bill gave you programs where you wouldn't have to be outside at the wrong place at the wrong time. And it kind of gave you like security, because you know that Bill mentor is always around no matter where you at, or it's somebody you can always talk to if trouble ever occurs.
We're so happy to be here and to have you all here with us today as we get started to kick off the 6th annual race against Chicago gun violence. We're here today with all of you guys to share a common goal, and that's the end gun violence here in the city of Chicago.
I don't want to wait for the afterlife. I don't want a vigil by candlelight. I don't want to be the new sacrifice. I don't want to turn into a poltergeist, be a ghost at night full of broken dreams. Mama crying at an open casket, cold as ice in a suit 3-piece, all dressed up for Sunday.
Thank y'all. My name is Vic Mensa. My foundation, Save Money, Save Life, has a booth over here. Come visit us. We got a program right now called Street Medics. It's training, first aid response, how to treat gunshot wounds. And we're teaching a lot of kids how to stop the blood flow and save all of our lives. I appreciate y'all.
I think it's terrible, man, how the gun violence is. Like, it got worse and worse. You know, so yeah, like, you gotta watch over your shoulders everywhere you go. You know, your kids can't play in the park, so like, it impacted me a lot. You know, I can't do the same stuff I used to do back then.
What I really saw in my neighborhood growing up was a lot of people on the corner, a lot of drug dealers, and they influenced me to want to be a drug dealer, and that's how I got caught up in the streets. Bill helped me change my life around a whole lot, helped me with jobs and better opportunities to keep me from like going back to the streets and being back in that situation.
More opportunities, more jobs, so you know, because most people out there the hustle to make money, and if we got more jobs like Bill, then you know we can get a lot of people off the streets, you know, doing positive things with their life to make the money instead of negative. And
what I really think that'll take to stop gun violence is more opportunities for the people that's on the streets, like more jobs and stuff, and probably a peace treaty, even though that probably won't work, but at least give it a try to sit down with other gangs and see what's really the beef and why they in that situation.
It was a good event. A lot of people showed up. There's people out here that want to make a difference. You know, it was some okay running weather, a little chilly on the end, on that lake front, hitting that nice cold breeze. But peace out, be breezy.
Be breezy! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Summer of Opportunity!
Summer Opportunities is a carnival, basically. Just gathering up everybody, all the agencies that we work with, police department, schools, and just making a carnival, creating a safe environment. We got a lot of brothers down here playing basketball. A lot of these kids that we work with are at-risk youth. So this is just some hours that we can keep them safe.
Bill does all about peace.
See, that we want our children to live past the age of 3. I said past the age of 3. Because in these streets of Chicago, there's so much trauma and what? Trauma. I said there's so much trauma and what? Trauma. They're not even safe in the arms of their daddy or their mom. I said their daddy or their mom. This is for all our brothers and sisters who were snatched from these streets. I said snatched from these streets. Who no longer have a heartbeat. Who no longer have a heartbeat. We say, rest in peace, we love you. Rest in peace, we love you. Who are we?
Except you and war against violence.
Who are we?
Except you and war against violence.
Saving lives, living right, all day, all night. Saving lives, living right, all day, all night. Example set.
We was here celebrating my son Keon, who 3 years ago on this day, he was murdered. He was 18, just graduated high school, on his way to college. I just really appreciate everybody coming out, everybody's support. It was just wonderful. I got donations from places. Family donated, family gave, family pitched in and helped out. And I just would like to say thank you, and rest in peace, Keon. We love you, and we miss you. Girl!
We canvassing the community. It's been a lot of shootings in this particular area, so what we're doing now is passing out material of resources that's available to the community. We got conflict mediation, mentor, case management, sports league, peace circles, court advocacy, truancy, home visits, and job placement assistance. This is what we got to offer to the community. So what we're doing is bringing it out to the community. Since the community don't come in, we bring the resources to them. We do this all summer long. And this right down here on the corner where we're gonna end up at, it was murdered about a week ago, and this morning it was a guy just got shot. We took him to the hospital. the Bill crisis response team, end up taking them to the hospital. So we come out, wherever it's a hot spot, wherever it's considered a hot spot, where people getting shot, a lot of violence, we try to make our presence known to let the community know they're not by themselves, that we're going to be here with them to help them through the trauma that they're going through. And right now, we got to get back to the bare basics of humanity, to bring it back, instill it back into my community, because that's what we lost. We lost the basics. We got to get back to the basics of loving ourselves. Once I love me, that means I can't hurt nothing like me. That means that I'm going to take care of everything around me that look like me. And it's not being racist for me to say black empowerment, because that's what we done lost now. Us as a people don't love ourselves. That's why it's so easy for us to go out and kill and hurt ourselves, because we don't love ourselves no more. So we got to get back to that basics, that love yourself, love your brother, you your brother keeper.